Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I am so disappointed that I have to do this intro here today. So you're probably expecting episode 14 of the Borderlands Remastered playthrough, and you will be getting it, but this should probably be episode 13 with how unlucky I was with this turn of events, so allow me to explain what happened. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed that throughout this series, a number of small graphical issues have been happening with the videos themselves. Typically, it would either be one or two completely black frames, then it would go back to normal, or it would be some random frames, so it would just show the main menu for a second, and then go back to the regular gameplay, which normally these aren't huge issues, but as a content creator, they were really bothering me every single time I saw them in my series, right? And it's all because of my recording software, NVIDIA Shadowplay. Now, on top of that, Shadowplay's had another issue throughout this entire series. For some reason, it recorded every bit of footage at 100 frames per second, which created some huge file sizes, and it also made it so that the videos themselves were really hard to render, because when you have 100 frame per second footage and you try to render that at 60 frames per second, it takes a freaking eternity. Even for my monster of a PC, it would take on average about 5 hours to render out a 30-minute episode of this series, which was freaking absurd. That got old very quickly, so I was tired of the huge file sizes, I was tired of the long renders, and even when the videos were done with their super long renders, they would come out with those random bugged out frames, and so I said, you know what, I'm done with NVIDIA Shadowplay. I'm going to switch over to OBS as my recording software for the remainder of this series. There's just one problem with OBS, however. By default, OBS records videos to your C drive as compared to your hard drives, and typically your C drive is like maybe 500 gigs, and your hard drives are much bigger. For me personally, I have two 12 terabyte hard drives in my PC, but OBS defaulted to my C drive, which at the time had less than 40 gigabytes of space left in it when we started recording, and after about 2.5 hours, my C drive filled up, and the video file got corrupted. I still have my audio, like my audio file is still there, as you guys can see, but the video portion is completely corrupted, it cannot be recovered, and that footage is completely lost, and there's no way to get it back. Now, there is one saving grace, however. We barely touched the main story during that recording session. For some reason, by sheer happenstance, my brother and I were basically just running around doing side missions for 2.5 hours, right? We were just chatting and talking about Borderlands and Borderlands 3, and obviously it was fun, but thankfully we barely touched the main story itself, so the Let's Play can continue. When it comes to the main story, all we did was we went and met Taylor Cobb, we then went and killed his brother Janus in Janustown, we then went back to kill Taylor Cobb after he took over Janustown, and then we killed the Rakk Hive, right? And actually I have some footage from right after we killed the Rakk Hive, as you guys can see here, but the rest of the footage I just showed you is all from my One Life challenge that I did with Lilith. But that's pretty much exactly what happened in the lost episodes. That's all that happened when it came to the main story. Everything else was just a bunch of inconsequential side missions. So while it does suck, yeah, that we lost that footage, at least we didn't lose that much of the main story, and the Let's Play can continue on. But from the bottom of my heart, guys, I am so sorry this happened. When I switched over to OBS, I didn't even think of where the video recordings were going to default to. I just assumed they would go to my 12 terabyte hard drives, because I've had these hard drives forever, and recording space and hard drive space and stuff like that has never been a problem for me. So again, I'm so freaking sorry this happened, but without further ado, here is going to be episode 14 of the Borderlands Remastered Let's Play, and at the very beginning here, we're going to be talking about what changed about our characters and our guns and our skills and stuff like that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And once again, I am so freaking sorry, but here's episode 14 of the Borderlands Remastered Let's Play. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with the introduction now out of the way, apologies for that. I am so disappointed. You have no idea. Justin can tell you the disappointment in my voice when I'm like, oh no, it all tabbed out. I don't know what happened. And then the file got corrupted and everything. It was so freaking bad. But thankfully, all we did really was side missions. I can show you guys really quickly here. Actually, over here be all the missions. We did so many side missions, essentially, in that recording session, which was like, what, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, that's what you said, 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh, we did like every side mission imaginable, but in terms of main missions, all we really did was Janustown, which was not really that big of a deal, but because we did so many side missions, I'm now 5 levels higher than the last time you guys saw me. Here's basically going to be the build to kind of catch you guys up, so we're still using the mugshot. It's freaking still really good. We have a Glorious Havoc machine gun as well as a Glorious machine gun. This is SNS. That one's Vladoff. One's high damage, lower fire rate. This one's like higher fire rate and bigger magazine, I guess. Still building in the rifles, more or less. Proficiency's up to 14 with that. Justin here swears he has no idea where this came from. The devastating Mongol rocket launcher for a level 18. He thinks we got it as a quest reward. It was just in his inventory randomly.
Yeah, we completed the quest that gave you the Leviathan RPG.
Right here.
When I opened up my inventory, I had the Leviathan RPG, but that was also in there as well.
Yeah.
I have no idea where it came from. I never picked up a legendary. You know, I didn't get it out of a box or anything like that. Literally, I opened up my inventory after you turned that quest, and it was just there. I don't know where it came from.
That makes literally no sense, but I believe you, because this game has had more than its fair share of bugs. But still, I'm not even going to count that as like our first actual legendary. Everything basically has come from that mystery box or whatever in Firestone and New Haven. We're still rocking like the mugshot and stuff like that. You got a brand new legendary out of the box, and you're actually holding it in your hand right now. Can you go ahead and give that a toss here real quick so we can take a peek at her? It's basically the same legendary he had at the very beginning of the game, but it's for level 32 with that 800% crit damage. Again, that came from the Golden Key box in New Haven. Oh my gosh, man. I wish this was all recorded. I really do. But to quickly kind of summarize and then continue on here at the game, I redid my talents just a little bit because I am rocking the Blastmaster class mod. I get +2 to Liquidate, +3 to Revenge, and +2 to Master Blaster, right? And Liquidate's an okay talent. It makes it so when I deal explosive damage, it reduces the cooldown of Berserk, but it's not really all that good, so I put 1 point into it so I can get the bonus of this where I get, +2 added to it. So technically, we're actually 3 out of 5 on that. And then from there, I put 5 points into Harden for the increased max health, and now I'm building into Juggernaut, which is going to give us a bunch of damage reduction after we get a kill, which is really good. That ties in very well with the Revenge skill, which gives us more damage. Then, of course, Master Blaster, which gives us fire rate and rockets regen. But essentially, that's like the long and the short, I suppose, of everything that happened in the now forgotten episodes. That was like, I forget, like 4 or 5 episodes worth of content, just all gone. And we came here.
Had some great banner in there. We had it was good. We had 2.5 hours of perfect gameplay, witty banter.
I don't know about perfect. It was
and good times, and it's just all gone.
And then it all basically capped off with us murdering the Rakk Hive, which was not that difficult. Just like in my one life challenge with Lilith, he was not as difficult as I thought he was gonna be. But then as soon as we killed him, that's when like my hard drive essentially just filled up. And I explained it, but it's all because of OBS. OBS defaulted to my C drive. I didn't realize it defaulted to my C drive, which is obviously a lot smaller than my actual hard drives. And I've been doing Let's Plays in this channel for almost 8 years now. Did you know that, Justin? I started Nier's Let's Plays back in 2012.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah,
8 years ago.
Yeah, the whole story with Nier's Let's Plays is that when I first got partnered with Machinima, which, by the way, RIP Machinima, they're no longer a thing. When I first got my original channel, Nier Cinema, partnered, they gave me the option in my contract to partner another YouTube channel if I had one. Because, like, back then, like, backup channels were kind of popular because people's channels were randomly just, like, being removed due to copyright and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're like, if you have a second channel, we'll partner that as well. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a second channel, but if you're offering to partner a second channel of mine, I guess I'll make one.
Yeah, obviously, so you can play other games and
it's
other types of content.
Well, it's also kind of common for people with Call of Duty channels to have a Let's Play channel as well, or at least it was back then. So I made Nier's Let's Plays. I played Pokemon Fire Red as my very first game. And now here we are, like 7 or 8 years later, with like 1,500 videos.
Yeah, it's weird that you've been doing YouTube for that long in general. I always forget that you actually started YouTube like right out of high school, even while you were still in high school.
Well, yeah, I had a bunch of smaller channels while I was in high school, like ones I didn't really pay that much attention to as I get stuck on rocks here. Yeah, lots of little channels and stuff like that. But Nier Cinema was the first big one. I actually wanted to really go hard with it and really try and put my best foot forward. And that was in July of 2011.
Yeah, over 8 years ago, or about 8 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we're coming up on the
Ridiculous.
8-year anniversary of Nier Cinema, and then the 8-year anniversary of Nier's Let's Plays. When did this channel start? It might have been July. I think it was July, or no, I'm sorry, not July, January of 2012. But now we did that. And by the way, I want to check this out real quick. Can you come with me? Actually, just stay right there and not be in the menu.
Sorry about that. I was selling things.
You're always selling things, I swear. We're going to exit this, and then we're going to go back through. My hope, just for the sake of the series, is that now that we've done the mission... Oh, crap. Maybe we won't actually go properly turn it in. Well, I was hoping we could, like, re-enter the zone, essentially, and then have the Rakk Hive respawn, just so we could kill it here in the actual, Let's Play, and have the footage be there.
I think you have to turn it in for him to respawn.
Yeah, I think so, too. And there's a fast travel right here. So the vault key, we need to turn this in, I believe, to Tanis, right? Rust Commons West, yeah. We're going to go turn it into Tanis, then we're going to come on back here, and hopefully we'll be able to kill it. I was talking to James... in the group chat the other night, and he was saying that you can do that, once you turn the quest, like, the Rakk Hive will constantly be there. And he also said farming the Rakk Hive is a pretty good source of not only experience, but weapon proficiency, because apparently your weapon proficiency is tied to how much experience you get with that gun in your hand as compared to kills. I don't know if that's true, but...
Yeah, it goes by how much XP you get. So I think even if you're getting a bunch of kills and each one is XP... or 1 XP, then it's not going to get you any proficiency.
So you're saying I can't go kill like the Skags and Firestone?
Yeah, you can't really farm it by low-level things. You just have to pretty much continue playing.
Well, as is tradition, we must bring up at least one WoW reference every single episode. Back in like classic World of Warcraft, when you had your weapon, I think they weren't called weapon skills. They were called something similar to that, where you had to level up each kind of weapon. Your one-handers, your two-handers, your staves, and your wands, all that stuff. You had to individually like level those up to make it so you could actually use them. And what you would do is you would go to a low-level zone and just like, kill a bunch of little tiny mobs and stuff like that, and that would help you level it up. But you can't do that here in Borderlands. It's the same premise, but you actually have to kill things that reward experience to level up your proficiencies, which is kind of interesting.
I think in World of Warcraft it was based on how many hits you got, which a lot of games are like that. It's based on, how many times you actually hit the monsters rather than XP. But
well, you were right this entire time. She gives us a mission to go and rescue a claptrap in Old Haven. So we do it. So it was that. So in the Forgotten Lost episodes here, Justin kept saying, like, we don't need to go to Old Haven yet, which, by the way, we haven't done that. We haven't even entered it yet. He's like, we don't need to go there yet. Eventually, there's going to be a main mission, essentially, that takes you there. And this is actually an optional mission, if I recall, but it wants us to go there. And we're going to do it anyway. Like, we're going to basically do every mission between here and the end of the game, essentially. So I'm glad we saved that, though. I'm glad I decided, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's just do all these side missions. That'll be fun. We'll just like sit back and chat and just have some fun. And I'm glad we did that, because imagine if we did like only main missions, right? And then we got to like the very end of the game, then hard drive full.
We probably would have beaten the game last time we played.
Do you think we would have beat it in time? What I think we'd be like right up towards the end, that file would have been corrupted and we would have lost everything, I bet. Like I just feel like that's what would have happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that definitely would have happened.
Which would have been super depressing. I want to go... Yeah. Let's go see, before we head to Old Haven, though, let's go see if we can fight the Rakk Hive. Just for completion's sake, old time's sake, fun's sake, revenge sake for all the times he killed us. Where was he at? Where was he at? He wasn't Trash Coast, was he?
Trash Coast, yeah.
All right. What am I? I'm confusing Trash Coast with Salt Flats. Salt Flats is where we have to go to kill Baron Flint, if I recall correctly.
Right,
which, oh no, we're not. We still got a little ways to go here. We still got a good amount of.
Yeah, I feel like you think we're closer to the end than we really are.
That's how it always is.
You always forget how many missions there are between you and the end.
And there's a lot.
That's what it is in Borderlands 2 as well. You're like, oh yeah, this is a whole part of the storyline that I completely forget about.
What's it called? The Crow's Nest, or we have to climb to the top of this giant tower, essentially, that has like a guy and his buzzard up there. Then you have to jump off it at the very end. You know what I'm talking about? And we went and farmed that one grenade mod there. I forget the name of the zone, but that zone in particular, I always forget exists. Like, we get towards the end of the story in Borderlands 2, because we've beaten that game countless times. You know, you gotta go through normal mode, then true Vault Hunter mode, then ultimate Vault Hunter mode, then ultimate Vault Hunter mode 2. You need to beat the game 4 times just to get up to level 72. And that's on one character, right? And we've done it on multiple characters. And so every time we get close to the end there, it's always like, oh, we're about to, go take on the warrior. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. No, we're not. We have to go to this area that we completely forget about every single time without fail. And
completely it's just there for content's sake, just to make the game a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't even particularly like the zone. It doesn't. It wasn't really a whole lot of fun, in my opinion. He better be here, by the way.
I hope he's here, but I'm also afraid that he may not be.
He is?
He is? Okay, I was afraid that we had to save and quit out.
Now, here's the thing, right? We were actually testing this in the lost footage. That was a crit? Is this your...
That was not that gun.
Okay, try your 800% crit sniper rifle. And try and hit him in the eye. I don't think it's really gonna...
It's like I can't get crits on him after you shoot the eye once, you can't.
Huh. Well, I'll show you this here.
There we go, that was one. That was a crit, but you can only do so much per eye, I think, is how he works.
Well, once I get that kill, the fire rate and everything else just gets insane for me, which is really fun. You see all those skills there in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Then I could just go crazy with a rifle like this. Actually, let's swap out to the stronger rifle. Oh, I don't have a kill. Give me a rack. Give me a rack. Okay, there we go. Got our kill skill, and now the fire rate is insane. The only thing holding me back right now is a tiny magazine size. Yeah, and also, if you hit him in the eye after you destroy it, it does 0 damage, which is...
Literally 0 damage, which, I'm completely... We didn't mention that, but I'm completely based around crit now, because of that 800% critical damage sniper rifle. I also have a class mod that gives me sniper rifle crit damage. I was able to one-shot Taylor Cobb earlier, and it was great.
It was pretty funny. We went and fought Taylor Cobb, and he didn't have time to pull out his rocket launcher to shoot at us, which was actually kind of funny. He dropped you a rocket
launcher because it didn't come out.
He dropped you a fire sniper, probably not as good as the one you have. But yeah, you're basically give us a rundown here of like what some of your talents are. Are you basically building only into the sniper tree, or what are you doing here? By the way, a fire resist grenade or shield over here that may tickle your fancy.
Yeah, it's worse than mine every way.
All right, grab to sell it then.
But I've mostly built it to the sniper tree. I do have trespass at 5 out of 5, so I completely ignore shields at this point.
Okay.
Which will be fun when we get to the Iridians. Obviously, shields are just the only thing that, holds you back from killing them.
It's gonna be silly.
Yeah, it is. But other than that, the only thing I've built into that isn't on the sniper tree is over in the gunslinger tree, which gives you critical damage.
Okay.
Which obviously that helps with snipers anyway.
Is it just universal? You do universal crit damage essentially?
Yeah, 30% more crit damage.
Once you 5 out of 5 it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes in like every time it's like 6% more crit damage. And then you combine that with your sniper class. Yeah, you're actually, I can see it underneath your name. You're level 32 sniper. And that gives you what, 70% sniper crit damage?
75% sniper crit damage. And then I also have another skill that if I kill something with a crit, which is usually how I kill things, we get 15% more XP for the kill. So
hey,
we're going to level up a little bit quicker with that as well.
I should have let you kill him there. I was actually, at the very end, I pulled out the rocket launcher and I shot it at the Rakk Hive, and I got proficiency for the rocket launcher, which was kind of cool.
That is cool, because your rocket launcher proficiency actually isn't that high right now.
No, it's very low. It was. It's 5 now. It's 5 and it's getting close to 6. Like that almost leveled it up like a whole way, I feel like. I'd have to go back and look at the actual footage, but it did level it up quite a bit because we got, I forget how much experience, but we got a good amount of XP right there. But now we're heading to good old Old Haven, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Although I'm not even sure how we get there. We might actually be able to get there from the Rust Commons East. Although I'm probably wrong
eventually. I'm not 100% sure which way you go either.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on where they're going to put us here, I think. I can't remember if it's the east or the west. They have the same name. They don't have that many distinguishing factors about them. It's right. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner here. We're good. Well, it's still kind of far away, but it's okay. And
I wouldn't know. I don't have a map anymore.
Really? Your mini-map is gone?
It does that every time we travel somewhere for a while. Like we just fast traveled here. I don't have a mini map for usually about a minute or so, and then it pops back up. I can still open the regular map.
This game. Go Crazy Earl's got a job for us, so we're gonna go save Sparky.
Oh yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
It's gonna be. So a pro tip for some of you guys. No, we're gonna go to Haven first. So a pro tip for some of you guys that are playing co-op, and you may be experiencing a lot of like random lag and issues. Justin here actually found this online. I'll put a link to it in the description. But no, I'm not. You go, oh my gosh, I am. I thought you whispered it like no one's gonna hear that.
Yeah, I was just I got your
Hey, you're
back.
going the wrong way. Yeah, it's because there's a tunnel right here. I always seem to forget. Well, he explained that to fix the lag, or at least help with the lag in the game, yeah, you have to open up like your INI files essentially, and you have to go and disable voice chat, like your voice over IP in the game entirely, like, completely disable it, which is good. It's gonna make it so whenever you boot up the game, it's gonna give you an error. But if you ignore the error, you'll be okay. It'll let you actually play. And for some reason, like, your voice in the game is always on. Even if you have it turned off, it's always sending over those packets or whatever, and that's what's causing a lot of the lag. But there's still obviously a number of other issues as well. But that can definitely fix a lot of your problems right there. And I always
Definitely recommend Googling it and, you know,
I'll put a link to it in the description.
Reading a small guide there instead of just trying to do it yourself, because you could definitely mess up some things if you mess with any files. But
look at the freaking high res of the Crimson Lance flag here. That is sick looking. That's pretty cool.
That. I was more paying attention to like the 5 dead bodies.
The smoke columns were, in fact, distress calls. The Crimson Lance have routed every bandit in Old Haven and are now using smoke to lure more bandits into their trap. Unfortunately, they make no distinction between you and the bandits. Well, what exactly is wrong with them killing off all these bandits? But yeah, now we need to go and turn off these smoke signals. But the thing about these smoke signals is it gives you like a universal waypoint on the minimap. And so you don't really know exactly where they are. You have to actually look for the smoke signals themselves and then run over to them. And there's a side mission right over here, which you're already heading towards. Perfect.
Oh, jeez.
What? Oh, the massacre.
Wall of death here.
Sorry, talking about me. I'm like, what do I do? Search Old Haven for keys and a locked strongbox. One of the bandits is breathing his last few ragged breaths. He opens his hand, holding what appears to be a strongbox key. He wheezes, "Fine, brothers. 2 more keys. Lance get nothing." Then he coughs and lies still. I can only describe that like this is a novel, even though there's a character right here, but they don't actually have the character doing anything. He just kind of chills.
Kind of like text-based games, which I've been getting into lately. I enjoy those a lot, actually.
Now, real quick, I got this Corrosive Havoc that we got forever ago. That might be worth rocking here. It may also be worth completely swapping over to Corrosive Punches, because Corrosive is just really good against the Crimson Lance. And these guys are going to be pretty rough. Or at least they should be. Yeah,
they're usually pretty bad. It's weird that you can get that Smoke Signals quest so early. If you actually come here directly after you get that, you probably are going to be underleveled.
Yep. And this, it's just like, what's his name? Bonehead, right? I leveled up.
Yeah.
It's just like Bonehead, right? If you don't, like, do the quest before you get there, you're going to get run over. And this area right here, very important in Tales from the Borderlands. Won't say why, because I know you haven't got to that part yet.
Yep, currently going through it, so no spoils there.
But it's kind of cool, Tales from the Borderlands, and how they implement aspects of, you know, Borderlands 1 into it, and they make areas like this super important. It's pretty neat.
It was technically made by an entirely different game company, wasn't it?
Yeah. And here's another one. Here's another one of those keys, and Smoke Signals over this way. Ooh, the crit damage. Is that you?
No, I'm over here fighting an engineer. They keep running, so I can't get headshots.
Oh my gosh.
They hired bandits to stop all road traffic, then killed them rather than pay up. As a business strategy, murdering their employees will see diminishing returns.
Exactly, but I'm kind of blown away as to how much damage I'm able to do. Never mind, I take it back.
It's 2-shot at a badass infantry, if that counts for anything.
Where even are you right now?
Up on top of a roof, being shot at by a Gatling turret.
Oh, like on the other end? I thought we were going over this way. Don't worry.
The Gatling turret's right beside you. It's already. You'll notice it has a shield but no health. Did I ignore that?
That one there?
Yeah.
But no, dude, I am seriously murdering these things. Then again, I'm a bit of a higher level. Oh gosh, I take it back. I'm not murdering anything anymore because they've got turrets.
Defenders get 2,000 XP a kill.
Ooh. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna hide here and regen health. Is that cool? All right.
I don't like they all have Roland's turret.
Well, Roland was part of the Crimson Lance.
Yeah.
Now, will you be able to get back up?
Yeah, it should be fine.
How about this guy right?
I can get the engineer if he stops him moving.
Okay. No,
I just critted him and he died.
Yeah, I was shooting at him too. I was trying to weaken him, and we did it at the same time apparently, and I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, if I aim at the head, especially once these kill skills are active, it's freaking nuts. It's actually absurd how good Brick is. Apparently, except when my shots don't hit at all, like right there. What was that all about?
I can get a second wind off of this infantry. It's a badass infantry, and he's dead.
Badass engineer in front of me. I was able to do some damage, but he had me down to like no health. I need you to get me completely behind the wall. There's no way to get back up right here. But thankfully, he can crouch. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, because the wall's pretty high. It was not letting me revive you there for a second.
We good. Teamwork.
Let's see how much damage I do to one-shot badass engineer.
Well, he's already half out. I did all the hard work. Got that shield down. Wait, where's the actual smoke signal? Right over here. And then what you gotta do is come over here and turn these off, essentially. But yeah, just a quick recap once again. We get +3 to Revenge, +2 to Master Blaster. And so that means we're 8 out of 5 on Revenge. So whenever I get a kill, it's +80% damage for a few seconds. And then I guess it's intervals of 12. So it's actually +84% fire rate for a few seconds after I get a kill. So suddenly I'm just doing an absurd amount of damage with an absurd fire rate. And yeah, it's pretty great.
As long as you have ads to kill.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder like how... Thinking I've got Mr. Sniper Boy over here, who's going to be able to just one-shot crit everything. I really hope. It would be the funniest way to end the game. I really hope that you can one-shot the final boss. I don't
see that happening. I don't see that happening.
You just crit him in his stupid eyeball. We'll do everything. I'll look for class mods of my own, which will maybe somehow give you crit damage. I don't think that'll happen, but I know there's class mods where I can give us like 20% increased team damage.
Yeah.
And somehow, I would just love it if you just go, boom, like, game over, done. Like,
well, I two-shot the badasses here, so I imagine I'm not going to one-shot the boss.
Really? Even with ignoring their shields?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, I guess we have to get you an even better version of that sniper, which gives you 800% crit. That's still pretty nuts. It's still a pretty cool gun. Well... All right. Yeah, we can get rid of these. There we go. There's actually a lot of things to fight over here. The claptrap we're looking for is also over here, so something to bear in mind. And these guys also toss grenades, so... Getting low on ammo here. Might have to go up there and release some of my blind fury.
I knew you were going to say blind fury just the way you were starting that sentence.
I need to go punch the initiative a little bit. I'm literally just, like, stuck here. Rocket launchers!
Oh, it's a badass here.
Yeah, it is a badass. There we go. I technically got credit for that kill, I guess. So now more damage and more fire rate. And that damage, I suppose, would... Oh, doesn't count if I miss. I imagine it would transfer over to rocket launchers and stuff like that. I wonder if it's actually...
Zoomed in on this guy's head, and I'm, like, perfectly lining up a sniper shot on its head. And here you come, you just come over and start punching him in the face, mess up my shot completely.
Well, yeah, sorry I don't sit back. Snipers wear diapers, as Nikolai would say.
Snipers wear diapers.
You're like,
2009?
You're like all the way back there getting all tactical. Like, all right, one shot, one kill. Here I go. And then here comes like Mr. 8 feet tall, freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger brick here, just run up there punching things.
Whoa, I just gained health from something.
What is hitting us? Oh, Bass Defender... All the way over here northwest somewhere. Oh, there he is.
See, that was one crit to him.
There's a lot of them. Let's go. I'm just going to go ahead and save Claptrap here. Hello, Clappy. He's, I can't even tell what brand. I mean, I guess they're all technically Hyperion, but typically they have different color schemes. He's like white and gray.
White
all right.
and gray.
Thank you, stranger. I would sing a song about your heroism, but I'm pretty sure the Crimson Lance would hear me and kill us both. I mean, yeah, they're not shooting at us right now. They really hate music, so I'll just see you later at the gate to the Salt Flats. So we had to get this Claptrap to open up the gate to the Salt Flats, which allows us to go take on Baron Flint and get the final piece. Very cool.
If the Lance are taking an interest in what we're doing, then things just got a lot more dangerous. For you, not for me. I'm safe and sipping a nice chamomile. They know the legend of the vault too, and it is unlikely they will simply let you walk in unopposed and cheerful. Also, I have butter cookies.
Oh, I want to go hang out. She got butter cookies and tea. But there's still a lot more things I think to do here in Old Haven, which is fine because I like Old Haven, including, well, murdering these guys, but also helping out this Claptrap.
Does it say isn't there a Claptrap SDU here?
Yeah, what's interesting is this Claptrap doesn't appear until after you get to like the very end. Like, I came here in my one life challenge, he wasn't here, and then I finished up everything where we just came from. Then I came back, and suddenly the claptrap was there and needing our help, and you just made that man jump up in the air. Yeah, there's a smoke thing right around the corner here.
Okay, that was hilarious. The infantry, when I turned the corner here, was T-posing.
First of all, that doesn't happen. What is this?
Why does that happen in video games?
Fallout 76, that happens quite a bit. Woo.
These guys drop a lot of blues. Good, good money.
Plus 500% burst count on this.
I don't even know what that means. Burst fire count is the reason that your sledge's shotgun can, you know, throw somebody across the map. I don't know if it does any more damage.
Oh, it's a burst fire pistol. That's odd. Go ahead and turn this off here.
I'm actually running.
I almost want a dual roll. Come on back this way. Actually, yeah. All right.
It says I am demanding satisfaction.
Oh,
you didn't hit me.
I demand satisfaction back.
It says I've already challenged.
Have
you
I
to a
not
duel.
hit you? Are you kidding me? All right, just give us a jump. I didn't even hit you besides hurt your shield. Okay, so I thought maybe because it was burst count.
Yeah, it's burst. See, that one's just burst fire, not burst count.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was hoping maybe somehow this pistol would also send you pretty far, because that would be hilarious. You have triumphed over me in a duel.
It says here I beat you in a duel.
Yeah, don't let go of your head.
It already has.
Yeah, you can frame this moment and put it on your mantle. Now,
Already being ordered.
Ooh, big corrosive rocket launcher here. Seems to be pretty nifty. Don't worry, I'll come save you.
I should be fine, as long as I can get a headshot while down, which might not happen with this badass engineer sitting right in front of me. I'm gonna die.
A badass engineer, that's it, huh?
Oh, one shot the defender, though, so there we go.
Now let's see how badass this engineer really is. Doesn't seem too tough to me. Looks like it works to me. When you see Marcus in Borderlands 2. I love it. Borderlands is so good. Can't help but notice you have no health and no shield and virtually no health. You alright over there?
Doing okay. Just realizing how little I actually use Bloodwing.
What is happening? Did you just knock me off the edge there?
No, I was nowhere near you. I'm currently running over here to grab some ammo.
There's literally like a barrier where it could stop me from like moving to my right, which made no sense. Alright, badass defender. I've had quite enough of your shenanigans. Alright, this rocket launcher is not quite doing it for me. Okay, that's also not doing it. Alright. Alright, corrosive rifle. Back to that, I guess. These badass defenders don't play games, man. But don't worry, I dealt with it.
I am almost done.
I actually know where the cloud trap prepared thing is. We don't need to. I only need to set it on the mini map. Are you selling stuff still?
No.
I swear, you spend half this game inside your menus or inside like
Well, I have more money than you.
How much you got?
Not that much right now because I just bought something.
Did you, or you just use that as an excuse?
I only have 135,000 right now, but I did have more.
I'm rocking 780,000 right now.
Oh wait, no, I have 1.3 million. I read that wrong.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
Take back what I said.
Yeah, I have 1.3 million. I read it as 135,000.
You're ready to buy the legendary that's not going to appear in any vending machine for us? We still have, we can go save Claptrap here, but we still have another smoke signal, don't we? Do we never turn off?
I don't know. I would deal with it.
Yeah, look over there. There's a smoke signal. Look in the sky. Over there.
Yeah.
Well, go get that. I'll go save Claptrap. You even look, did you?
No.
The smoke up there.
There's multiple smokes. There's smoke over here.
That smoke don't count. Speaking of vending machines, of course no legendary. I can't believe you still aren't going over there. Where are you
I still know what smoke you're referring to.
This smoke, I've been looking at it and shooting for how long? How much more smoke is there in this vicinity?
This smoke over here.
I am taking applications for a new partner in Borderlands.
It might not be appearing on my screen.
I am taking applications. Just submit your resume.
See, okay.
To @NearCinema
That's
on
where
Twitter.
I thought it was, but here's the thing. I thought you would have, pressed that button considering you were right beside it earlier when you were rescuing the claptrap originally.
Do your job for you. You were hoping I would do.
How is that my job? I can't even see the objective markers.
So yeah, that's @NearCinema.
Stop
it. On Twitter, submit your resume, and
It's called a resume.
I heard Dale say that in King of the Hill, and it was just really funny. He's like, my resume. Hey.
Oh, yeah, now we need the third bandit key.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll head on over and get it, considering you were over here and could have got it, but...
I don't have an objective marker.
Now, what are you saying about Gearbox and their wonderful remaster of the original Borderlands?
It's a fantastic game.
Are you saying there are problems, like things just don't appear for the person that's not hosting?
It seems like I have all the objectives on my map most of the time, but when you scroll over them, it doesn't tell you which objective is which, and I can't tell because all of them are on at the same time.
Does it still give us the random wait? Oh, this one did give us a random waypoint. I noticed like up in the top left-hand side of the map, it'll always give us a custom waypoint, even though neither of us set that. But, oh, do you know where this actually takes us? I remember. Do you remember where this takes us?
I opened up this building, and it looks like a treasure map.
Yeah, well, first of all, you are here. Then next to us is oh shit. And then there's the fug that. I thought it was thug twat for a second. And then we got...
Thug twat, that's what I prefer.
And then we got danger, and then there's treasure. You know where this takes us? Three keys open a strong box, and inside you find some sort of map. The map marks the location in the Doll Headland. The ragged map in the strongbox marks the location in I can't speak. Dying. The ragged map in the strongbox marks a location in the Doll Headland. The bandit's dying wish was that his treasures not fall into the hands of the Crimson Lance. You feel duty bound to grant the man's final request by taking it for yourself. And it's actually pretty cool. It's like he and his brother have this little place out in the Doll Headland, and it's got some treasure in it.
I think I remember this very slightly.
And we'll go ahead and soldier team max health. Jeez. I'm going to try and keep an eye out, by the way, on team damage. But I still think if you can't kill these guys, you're probably not going to be like one-shotting bosses.
Probably not one-shotting, but definitely die quick if I can get crits on it.
Do you have any idea where we go to get to Crazy Earl? I feel like we should go swing through and do that one final mission for Crazy Earl, which will probably be like our final side quest in this entire game.
There's literally a place called Crazy Earl's Scrapyard.
Wow. Yep. Again, dying. I don't know what's going on, but...
I don't know where Crazy Earl is. He might be in his scrapyard, but...
Crazy Earl, where might Crazy Earl be hiding? Well... See, in my memory, he's at Sanctuary. I was looking for Sanctuary.
My goodness.
Oh, man. I have those, pre-alpha builds of COD 4 and whatnot. I want to see a pre-alpha build of Borderlands. I want to see if, Firestone... I'm sorry, not Firestone. If Sanctuary was, somewhere near here, maybe that was going to be the new Firestone, or what the original plan was. I don't know. There's so many things they could do. Earl's new best friend. My best friend. The bandits took him to the trash coast. You gotta save him. I'll do anything. Just don't let them kill him. Don't let them kill him.
Kill him.
Him. Now we go back to the trash coast, apparently, where the old Rakk Hive is. And since we exited the zone and came back in, wouldn't the Rakk Hive, technically be alive?
I don't know if he's alive again. He also doesn't have any legendaries or anything up, so...
I feel like he would have... Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like he would... maybe have a higher chance to drop, just legendaries in general. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never really farmed them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, who, once we get to endgame, who are we farming here? You know?
Yeah. In this game, I don't think you actually have to save and quit completely for things to respawn. I know in Borderlands 2 you do.
Oh, now we have to go to our right. There's also a claptrap rescue over here. Okay, this is cool, because otherwise, you always go to the left. We never go right here. I don't even know what's over here.
Yeah, Trash Coast seems like a really small place if you only go and do the main mission.
Yeah, and
It's actually a lot bigger.
Oh, this is cool. You see like the skeletons and stuff of the giant
Yeah.
sea monsters. I wonder if there's any like living. I mean, I guess like Terramorphous and stuff could be that, like Threshers and stuff.
Threshers are very annoying.
Not as annoying as what are those things? The Stalkers.
You just get an electric weapon.
The Stalkers are the most annoying, obnoxious things. All right, use
Some type of purple there.
this rocket launcher. I'm telling you.
These things are only giving us 2 XP apiece as well. Survivor class mods, 7 team health regen.
Real quick, explosive. So explosive damage, for some reason, seems to do a lot more against bugs. Although these spider ants are always annoying because they never face me. But yeah, when I can actually connect, explosive damage seems to do an absurd amount of damage against these guys. And I just completed Beware Mad Skills as a challenge, apparently.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, me either. But I'm just kind of like running around. Oh, hello, Bruiser.
There was a midget psycho over here, and it felt very out of place.
I don't know why exactly this Bruiser's here. But I'm just going to blow it up with grenades, I guess. And then shoot this rocket launcher. That was you, I assume.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. I just need, like, good rocket launchers. I'm going to go... This one sucks I picked up. I'm going back to that legendary of yours. Let's see what this does. This apparently is really good if, like, all the enemies are grouped together. But if you're not hitting the back of these spider ants, it does nothing. Oh, hello there.
Looks like he dropped an artifact. I'm assuming it's not a legendary. Nope. Corrosive artifact for the Berserker, which you already have.
I've got, like, a level 3 one, so I probably can't even use that.
Yep, it's also a level 3.
Oh, there we go. And he dropped a purple. An incendiary revolver. Not really.
Good as mine.
Not really ideal. Who's living out in the Trash Coast? So yes, where you live, the Trash Coast.
Bandits.
Yeah, I guess so, technically.
Bad people.
It's actually not, like, all that bad out here. It's actually kind of nice. I'm not even sure why they call it the Trash Coast. I mean, not so trashy.
Just ignore the bandits and...
Well, if you are a bandit and wait, explosive longbow, I want that. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop that. I don't like the rubberized one. Come on, legendary. Okay, these are greens. I was hoping for legendaries.
I am being chased by spider ants.
A lot. It looks like a lot of spider ants. Shall I throw out my fancy grenades?
If I could just shoot him in the butt. Oh, look, another legendary, and by legendary I mean artifact.
If only.
There's a shock one for the soldier.
All right, Roland, you ready?
Yeah.
Roland's actually pretty fun. Building. I like characters that can build like turrets and stuff like that, like placeable objects. And his turret is like way crazier than Axton's, in my opinion. Although
yeah,
with
like
Axton, you can get 2 of them, and you can also make them slag, which is kind of nice. But I mean, Roland's gives you ammo and health regen, and it's good. It's just real good.
Everything you need, yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Roland is very team-based.
And I've never played with one.
A class mod that gives you team experience, team max health.
I've always wanted to play in a group before and have a Roland there with like a turret giving like everyone everything essentially. But when I have a level 46 Roland, I never played with him or with anybody with him. I was always solo, like with my Let's Play and stuff. And now
not a bad solo player either, but you can
no. I mean, yeah, you got your turret to throw down and hide behind. It actually gives you a little bit of cover.
Yeah.
It ain't too shabby. Although, I should probably get rid of this corrosive rifle right now and go back to, not the Havoc. I want to go to the high fire rate machine gun. We'll go with that. The SNS munitions, which I'm hoping makes a return. I'm hoping this weapon type makes a return in Borderlands 3.
The SNS?
Mm-hmm.
Aww. Isn't it just Bandit?
Yeah, kind of. But, look at the little fella.
It's just Gag.
And look at his collar. All right, just knocked me out of the way there.
Oh, look at him. He's so tiny.
He's going to bite you. This is why I'm playing Flack the Beastmaster in Borderlands 3, by the way. I'm going to have my own pet skag, and it's going to be fun. Look at him! Aw. Cute little feller.
I realize chest was here.
Do we escort him the whole way back?
I think we have to walk all the way back.
Oh, he's gonna go. He's gonna. Now this is good game design. He's gonna go inside there and make his way back to the junkyard.
There you go.
That is good game design. But let's check this out real quick and see if there's any chests or.
I don't think there's any other missions, but there
Eat,
might be.
skag, and die. They were gonna eat. I mean, there's a bunch of skag. Oh, I didn't. This is a skag slaughterhouse. I'm embarrassed. It took me this long to kind of realize it. I was more focused on the mission. But yeah, this is a skag slaughterhouse essentially. They're gonna kill.
See all the dead skags. I find it weird that they had one alive skag and it just happens to be the smallest one. You think they wouldn't have just saved it?
Well, maybe they were saving it. They also have on the outside here what look to be seats. Maybe they're doing like skag fighting too. Maybe that's actually it. This is what I was looking for. I knew there had to be a chest here. Yeah, these aren't legendaries.
Will they ever be legendaries?
No. Yeah, so it's like a skag. They're probably making them fight now. I look at 1 and 2. Yeah, they're definitely gonna make them fight to the death. And he was the smallest one. And he was kind of like up next, I guess. And then they just throw the dead skags out the window.
He would have won though. He probably is the only one left because he did win all of his fights.
Well, he does have that giant blade as a collar, I suppose. So, I guess it makes sense, But yeah, Trash Coach, thumbs up. I like this zone. As somebody who hasn't been here in ages, I don't think I came here for my Let's Play or anything, at least to this end of it.
Yeah, you never have to come over here unless you want to do
It's
side
like this shot right here that we're running to, like with the sun coming down, like with the giant rock formation ahead of us. This is really nice. Definitely a big fan.
This whole game is great. Yes, the distance though, like if you look in the distance, everything gets blurrier. Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel looks so much better in that aspect because everything is like 100% clear no matter how far away it is.
Really? It doesn't like slowly. For me, it just kind of gets a little bit. It might be the settings I have for the game, but for me, it just gets a little bit foggier at a distance. And
yeah, that's what I mean. Like foggier, maybe blurrier, whatever.
There might be a setting we can adjust for that, but I kind of like how the game looks right now. It's pretty sick. In terms of a visual upgrade, I mean, they knocked it out of the park with Borderlands Remastered here, but all the other bugs and problems, I'm hoping they actually plan to like fix those because they're an issue. Like this seems like a console port. If I want to like use my mouse wheel to scroll through my inventory, it's a nightmare. It's honestly terrible. It's really freaking bad. So
hopefully it's okay with you, but I am gonna sell a few things.
Well, you better hurry it up. I'm just kidding. You take your time. I got a lot of stuff to sell too. Like that stupid fire rocket launcher. That's gone. That can stay. That can go. That can go. The Mad Jack we'll keep for right now. The Leviathan's a cool rocket launcher, but that can go.
Backpack SDU, I should probably
equip this Glorious Havoc over the one I'm rocking. What the heck? Hold on. Where is it? Yeah. That seems much better. It's got more damage and a much faster fire rate. What am I doing? It was level 32. Now it says 29. Yeah, but this Glorious Havoc rifle right here, that's the ticket. That's a... Well, because I can actually get rid of this SNS Munitions one, keep the Mad Jack again. Here's that super high damage. It's actually weird. It's a Vladoff rifle that's got a terrible fire rate. But it's got good damage. I'll just get rid of it. Screw it. I like my high fire rates. Get rid of the Spy. That was a unique we got for doing a mission. Doesn't really do anything fancy, just an SMG. In fact, most of the uniques in this game, they're not as cool and crazy as the uniques that we see in Borderlands 2. Unfortunately. Backpack upgrade. Crappy shield. Crappy shield. You think for not a second I'm not keeping Wee Wee's Super Booster. That is
I'm sure you get a higher level version. Not right now, though.
In the next playthrough, yeah. In like True Ball Hunter mode. Let's go ahead and backpack upgrade. What's the backpack at? 8 out of 33. And now have you know, now it's 951,000.
I'm up to 1.52 million.
That's it. We're going the wrong way. Yep. Got good old Crazy Earls. And this may be like one of, if not the final side mission for the entire game. We've done the rest of them.
Yeah. Off camera, you know.
Well, technically, we tried to record it, but again, I don't want to talk about it. I'm so mad.
Yeah,
like
you were definitely upset about it.
when it comes to OBS, right?
I was upset about it. It's not even my playthrough. I mean, it is my playthrough, but it's not my playthrough.
I switched over to OBS like partway through this series. 'Cause I had like so many little issues with NVIDIA Shadow Play and everything. Like randomly, there'd be 2 frames in like every episode where it would just show the beginning screen essentially, and it was annoying, right? I had so many little issues. Also, it would like record at 100 frames per second, which would make the file sizes huge, and it would take me like, not even kidding, 5 hours to render out a 30-minute video. It's absurd. So I switched over to OBS, and then OBS, I didn't even realize it, but it defaulted to my C drive as compared to my... I have 2 12-terabyte hard drives. And OBS defaulted to my SSD, which is only 500 gigs, and that filled up pretty quick with as high a quality as I record with. Oh my gosh. When we lost all that, I was so annoyed. So freaking annoyed. Well. Let's see here, though. We gotta go... Turn us in at New Haven. X marks spot. Let's go to the Dull Headland and do that, because that's just a... it's just a little side mission. We go get some loot. No real big deal. Just kind of a fun place to go.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we're going to get great loot.
We get some loot.
I'm sure it will be a legendary.
It was that bandit's dying wish. Now, actually, have you know, I have a live stream on this very channel where I go and on Mordecai, I go and do this, and I'm pretty positive I got a legendary out of the chest inside this house. So,
I feel like there's got to be at least a slightly increased chance to not just get greens and whites, considering it's an entire mission based on getting this loot.
Yeah, well, I think you're a bit too optimistic. I'm pretty positive we're just going to come over here. And by the way, you don't even, like, until this mission...
I remember this. It's, like, over the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, which is cool. They also give you a little sign right here. Just... If we're talking about a secret, maybe don't put a sign with an arrow.
Yeah, can you, like, come down here?
Yeah, but it's locked up like it is right now.
Yeah,
you can't do it. You can't do anything. And, alright, you discovered a strong box like the one in Old Haven. Opens using the same 3 keys. Inside are various personal mementos from the brothers' childhood, which should fetch a decent price in New Haven. There is also a kick-ass gun.
I ain't get a gun.
Yeah, me either. I'll be the judge of this kick-ass gun.
2 guns, and... That is a legendary! And that shotgun.
You doubted the brothers!
Yeah,
I'm taking the rifle.
You're taking both, I assume. 2 more bullets make all the difference.
I need you to look up the Raven, my good man. It's probably not really even as good as this flat off I'm currently rocking, but we're gonna try it out.
It's for level 25 as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still pretty high damage. It's higher damage than this other one. Also more accurate, but it's got worse fire rate and a smaller magazine. So I'm wondering, like, what makes it fancy, if anything.
2 more bullets make all the difference. It shoots, its bursts are 5 rounds instead of 3, and it has high stability.
All right, not too bad. And old fire shotty gun here. That's actually a pretty sick. Oh wait, it shoots rockets.
It's 234. It doesn't have times anything. I actually liked those shotguns.
If you want to use one, feel free.
It shoots rockets.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah,
I don't like the rocket ones. They're so inaccurate. Like,
I like them.
If you're right next to them, then maybe. But and you doubted those brothers.
I don't know. Wonder if it's a guaranteed legendary. I don't know.
So I would like.
It's just a much higher chance.
No, because when I did my 1 life challenge, there was no Lego in there. But I've got to know, Justin. Would you like your crow to be fried, grilled? Would you like to eat your crow raw?
Not eating crow. What you do is you assume.
Lower your expectations
and hope for the best.
What's the meaning of life? Lower your expectations.
Exactly. No expectations, and then you're happy when something good does happen.
There are chests we can get around here, but I only want to bother because they're lower level chests.
Yeah.
They're designed for a lower level, I guess. So now I go to New Haven. Oh, no. Yep, there we go. I clicked
the Baron Flints, which you go from New Haven to get there?
We have to go turn in a mission at New Haven. And then we're going to go out to Baron Flints. And then I'm trying to remember, like, the order of everything. Like, yeah, Baron Flint, and then you've got the Atlas place. And that's like pretty much it. And we've got like every side mission pretty much done here. Is that door open for you, by the way? Oh, by the way, this door will be open for the person that's not the host, but not and then it's closed for me. Yeah, there's so many little things like that.
It's open, but I can't use it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go turn this into Our Lady. Helena Pierce.
Claptrap just came on the intercom thingy and said, there are new missions available at the Middle of Nowhere bounty board.
Guess we're heading to the middle of nowhere, aren't we?